New York police now clearing a building last night at Columbia University that protesters had taken over the night before. This coming weeks after students began gathering to call for Columbia to divest from companies connected to Israel. Roughly 100 people were arrested. New York Mayor Eric Adams spoke to Morning Joe in the last hour.
We want the schools across the city to be clear that the property of the schools are for the students. More than just Columbia, it's more than what we saw at City College. This needs to be a clarion call for our country. These are our children, and we can't allow them to be radicalized like children are being radicalized across the globe.
Earlier this week, a Jewish student filed a class action lawsuit against the school for allegedly failing to provide a safe learning environment. It's a fascinating lawsuit that could have much larger implications. Joining us right now is Jay Edelson, the lawyer for that student. We should mention we've also reached out to the law firm representing Columbia and have not yet heard back, but it's nice to see you this morning. This is effectively a breach of contract lawsuit, which is to say that students effectively pay to go to school, and you're saying they can't.
They can't. Yeah, and I think I'm a lawyer. We always have to say allegedly, not in this case. They absolutely breached their contract. I don't even think Columbia is arguing otherwise. We've been talking to Columbia. We already did a court hearing yesterday, and they've agreed that they cannot maintain a safe environment. You've got kids who work their whole lives to get into one of the most prestigious universities in the world, and they can't go to class, and they're being forced off because they're Jewish. It's insane. This is America. That should not be happening.
And so you brought this case.
Yes.
You've gotten phone calls from all over the country. I imagine this is just going to be potentially the first of many lawsuits similar to this.
Well, we'll see. So, you know, it's really interesting. You see universities dealing with it different ways, and I appreciate the mayor's comments. I think he's right. What we're going to see as this case develops and the facts come out, it's not just student protesters. It's really outside agitators. People who have much different agendas, who are not, what they're saying to the public is different than what they actually believe. So when you hear them talk and they say, we are calling for terrorist attacks on Jews, we're calling for terrorist attacks on America, that's not really coming from the students. That's coming from the outside forces. And that's what we're going to develop. And I think that's true in other universities as well.
When you say develop, you're going to develop in discovery.
Yes.
As this lawsuit progresses.
This case is moving quickly. We have asked for immediate injunctive relief. The court has been terrific.
What does injunctive relief look like in this case?
Injunctive relief means restoring the campus to safety so that all students can actually learn. They're in the middle of finals, and you've got a system where certain students aren't able to even go and take in-person finals, and other ones, the radicalized ones, own the campus. Less so now. We're glad the police finally came in.
What do damages look like in a case like this?
This case is not about money. This case is about let's restore some sort of order. This is a case we're handling pro bono. We are working with Columbia, and our goal is just let's restore sanity to the world. Right. Let's have the adults in the room, and let's let our students come in.
Where do you land on the idea of free speech, protests on university campuses, and the like, and where the red line is on everything else?
Love free speech. I think that there should be more debate about was their reaction to the October 7th terrorist attacks, was it proportional, was it not? What's Egypt doing? They border on Gaza. Why aren't they letting people in? Should we divest from Israel? Great discussions. Part of especially an academic experience. What you can't do, though, is incite violence and actually engage in violence, and that's what we're seeing. We're seeing Jewish kids are being physically pushed off campus, and they're being told from leaders, especially at Columbia, that the goal is to actually kill Jews in America. That's not free speech.
So when did Columbia's administration go wrong? What was their first misstep? How have they not corrected since then?
Great question. So let's compare it to other schools like University of Florida. University of Florida, the second there started to be violent protests and illegality, they start suspending kids. Columbia has equivocated. every 2 days they've got a different view. It's, you know, here's our ultimatum, and then the ultimatum happens, and then they go backwards. So even now, we appreciate they finally called the police in, which they needed to do. They should have done it weeks ago. But the question is, are they going to hold strong, or are they going to give in to demands that they're going to give amnesty to some of these kids who are calling for violence on fellow students? So that's where they went wrong. You got to be strong, decisive, and clear. Otherwise, you're just really furthering
this. You think they are going to call for amnesty? Is that the expectation you have, that they will say all these kids who they've suspended and expelled, forget it, you're allowed to come back in?
That's absolutely what the student groups are going to be asking for. And we saw Barnard College lifted all the suspensions right away. It sends the worst message. If we're very clear to the students on our campuses nationwide, you're allowed to. We want you to engage in free speech. You cannot threaten people. You cannot push people. You cannot attack people. If you do, you don't get to be at one of the best universities in the world.
Do you believe that Columbia's president should remain Columbia's president?
Yes. Yeah, we're not calling for the Columbia's president to resign. What we're asking is that Columbia's president does the right thing now.
What about the professors who are on the payroll of Columbia that have been engaged with these students as part of these protests?
Well, it depends. If they're engaged in free speech, then that's fine. But what we're hearing already is that a lot of the professors are engaged in potentially retaliatory actions. You've got a lot of students that are worried that their grades are going to suffer. We heard from one person who was getting an A in a class who somehow got a 0 on a test. That person happened to be Jewish. Those things have no part of the
What do you think is going on here? Meaning, really? I mean, I think, look, I'm Jewish.
Yes.
What do you think is going on here? Where do you think that this anti-Semitism has it been here the whole time? Has it been under the surface? Is it these agitators have taken over the campus? Is it actually the students themselves? What do you think is really happening?
So, I mean,
I know it's a big question.
It is. I was a philosophy major. That might be too big a question for me. My answer is that I'm surprised at the amount of anti-Semitism that's been in America. It caught me off guard. And, you know, the second you give people an excuse to like really explain what their feelings are. I was at Columbia the other day, and the amount of venom they had to Jewish people was really scary. Not all the protesters. A lot of protesters are totally fine. But it's not just anti-Semitism. It's an anti-American sentiment as well.